We're here with Bates College men's lacrosse coach Peter Lasagna, whose Bobcats just lost 13-8 to Tufts University in the NCAA championship second round. Coach, if you could just give us your thoughts on today's game.
I thought that we played really tough. Tufts is obviously a great team, and protecting their turf and protecting their national championship. They look like people who have been through this before. It was pretty darn exciting. What I thought was going to be 8-8 when number 45 Jack Allard run one off the crossbar when we were extra man. But I thought Helford started to control the face-off latter part of the third, beginning of the fourth. And I just felt like we played a lot of defense in the fourth quarter, and eventually that wore us down. And John Upgren, proved why he's a first or second team All-American.
Can you talk about Joe Ferrier's performance in goal?
Yeah, I don't know how many saves he had. I haven't seen any stats, but I thought he played great. I think he's actually sort of an unrecognized factor. We were either first or second in the league in goals allowed all year, and ranked pretty high in the country. And you don't do that without Joe Ferrier playing great. He had double-digit saves almost every game. I thought he was tremendous, and our defense overall. Fred Ulbrich, number one, I thought did a really nice job on Cole Bailey. There's a sophomore, but the whole unit has been really, really sound. Again, you can't ask him to play defense for an entire quarter against a team that potent. But I thought Joe played great.
How about Jack Allard today, all around?
I thought he played really well. I told these guys coming into it, one thing that I've always noticed and respected and admired about Tufts is that whoever goes off against them in the previous game is absolutely a focus of defense the following time. So I told Jack Allard and Charlie Fay that they were going to, Tufts doubles really quickly all the time anyway, but I said, you two guys are going to get doubled, as soon as you touch the ball, and they did. I thought Allard dealt with it pretty darn well, didn't really try to force too much, shut the ball pretty well. I'm sure he wishes he could have had a couple more pulls. And Charlie Fay, again, for us, had a huge year, and again, I think he'd probably like to have a couple shots back, but I give Tufts all the credit in the world for paying great attention to those guys. I felt like when we moved the ball well, we got great looks. Salazar played well, and
how about Kyle Weber? Scored like 3 goals. So.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he had 3. I wish he would have had 9. Yeah, he's. Again, it's sad as hell to be over, without a doubt, especially for the seniors. But you look at who's out there on the field. Kyle Weber's a sophomore. Charlie Fay's a sophomore. Fred Ulbrich's a sophomore. Jack Allard's a junior. We have a lot of young guys out there. Joe Ferrier's a junior, where we return a lot of good people, and it was incredibly valuable for them. Again, as sad as it is to be over, for us to come here and go punch for punch with Tufts for a lot of the game, hopefully says good things moving forward.
Coach, sort of a 50-50 start to the season, and you really turned it on late. What were some of the keys to the turnaround?
Yeah, I think just experience and growing up. That's part of the life in the NESCAC, is we can't coach them in the fall. They're on their own, and thank God we have great leaders, which is a lot of the reason why we're as successful as we were this year. And I don't just mean Connor Henry and Jack Spain, though they were great leaders, but the whole senior class established what the standards were going to be. And so then all of a sudden you have basically a week of preseason and you're playing games. And so when you're asking a lot of freshmen and sophomores and juniors, you hope if they're learning well and you're teaching well, they're going to get better every game. And I felt like we did. Certainly getting Charlie Fay back 6 games in, again, that just gives you another really talented offensive scorer that you have to cover and that you have to deal with. And that certainly made Jack Strain and Jack Allard and Kyle Weber and Andrew Melvin and all those guys better players. But you watched the sophomores really grow up as the course of the season went on, and the juniors and seniors as well.
And you advanced to the NESCAC semifinals and then earned your first NCAA berth, make it to the second round. Sort of just put your finishing comments on what this season meant to Bates Lacrosse and how it ranks among program history.
Well, again, we haven't been to the NESCAC Final Four in 10 years, and we haven't been to the NCAA tournament ever. So those are pretty great little signature things for these guys to take with them, for the seniors and their families to take with them for the rest of their lives. And for the younger people that return, they now have really, really valuable experience. And I'm sure that after they get over being depressed. They will get back to work and be really excited about getting to do this all again next year.
Well, thank you very much, Coach, and congratulations on a great season.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Good luck to Tufts in the next round.